Diego.
I'm with the kids like Diego.
God. Yeah. All these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. All these shooters with me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. Got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Rockin' up with the fettuccine, they both that can't talk twice. Now they pray on my downfall. Everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jacket off. Rich, so I'm off life. God. Yeah. All these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. All these shooters with me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. Got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Commanders of Virginia Beach taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
On 1st and 10, Mullen firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Vikings are 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
49 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there on a 1st down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 1st down, Mullen. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they go play action with Howell. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. But amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Howell going to go for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Commander's first down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now a throw here, hauled in. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And Boyd in motion right. Second down, Howell back to pass. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And the stop here will come at the... Passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. 15 yards there on the catch and run. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Faking the handoff. Howell. And his throw here is incomplete.
When it looked like a march to the end zone, is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mullen. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. About 3 yards there to the 27. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Off play action. Mullen. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Terrace Marshall. His third touchdown now on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. Here's Howell to throw on second down. That's Samuel caught left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Howell. He completes it to Boyd. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Room to maneuver at the 35. The 20. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Back to throw. Mullen flush to his right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Going quickly out to the right side. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. N'Keal Harry, 71 yards. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. A gutsy call. 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me it was stacked up for a run situation. Strength on strength. And they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big time play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing on 1st down. Mullen. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
2nd and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Powerful running as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. One last shot before the break. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Commanders 10.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Hutchinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
A handoff running left, Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 16 yards, a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Howell. And this is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Howell will throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. There he goes, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll find Osborne here. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6. They run straight ahead with Snell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Terrace Marshall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Front by 3 touchdowns.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line,
He's really good.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Al now to throw it. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down, Washington.
Inside handoff, Henry. To about the 33-yard line. This is 2nd and 8. Here's Howell. Open man is Samuel, complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run. It's Henry. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Mullen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the foot.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
And 20 at the Commanders' 26-yard line.
Off the play fake. Mullen under pressure. They got him again. Montez Sweat in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
On third down, here's Edwards. 5 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a...
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Harrison Smith, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were right.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in the stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Off play action. Mullen, they'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
It's Williams on the catch. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain.
And a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off, and the Commanders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing here, Howell. Samuel bringing in the slant. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
And the Commanders' first down.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Howell's throw taken in by Samuel. And he gets this to the other near side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Now they go play action with Howell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Oh, what a move. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff looking right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Howell throwing on third down here. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Vikings, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.